What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be building a $500 shoe rotation. Some of the rules that we have set up for this is that you have to have a minimum of 3 shoes. The shoes have to be brand new, and you are supposed to find the shoe in a size that fits. So you can't find a size 14 on sale. It's got to be something that you can actually wear and that fits you. Without further ado, DJ, take us into your lineup.
One bite, everyone knows the rules.
Okay, so we're going to start with the daily trainer. We're going to lead in here with the Hoka Mach 6. Bit of a return to form for them after some needed improvements from the Mach 5. This is a do-it-all daily trainer that'll just get you where you need to go. It'll roll comfortably, and Hoka does trainers well. You know, this is, well, we may have in the past talked about their racers not being as, great as some other brands. You do go to Hoka for a daily trainer, and this is one of their best, in my opinion. I didn't get along with it as well when I tried it out, but you can't hate on what a lot of people think. I believe I'm in the wrong in this case. So I was very comfortable adding this to my lineup, and it's on sale, so that never hurts in this case. So we'll move on. I pulled a tempo shoe, something you could do workouts in. Of course, you could use the Mach 6 for that, but if you want to go a little faster, you can lean towards the Hyperion 2 here. Evan and I have run in the Hyperion Tempo, which was, I guess, their first version of this. It has changed names now, but another really popular shoe. People are a fan of how fast it is. I don't believe there is a plate in this one. I might have to fact check myself. We got a no from Evan there. So no plate, but that's no problem. This thing will still roll. It has the DNA flash foam, and I'm a huge fan of that in the old shoe. So this will let you roll. You can still kind of feel in the tempo, the ground contact. So, it feels like you're doing the workout. It's probably pretty similar in this one. I'm sure the stack height has increased over time, but this is something that I would be comfortable purchasing for my lineup. And this one's $140. And so right at the end here, I've saved a little bit of money with the Mach 6. With the 105, we got the 140, and so I was able to go pretty big here. I wanted to get some sort of racer, and this is certainly one of them. We have the Endorphin Elite here. This thing looks awesome. You're certainly going out of your way to get this one. People will notice you wearing this, but it's fast. This is their top of the line. You see pros wearing it. I think we talked when we were doing a review of the new one coming out at some point about how when you see somebody wearing this, you expect them to at least finish top 10 in whatever race they're in. You have to do well. This is one that I'd love to try. And since we saved a little earlier, you could go in and get yourself something like this. Use it for long runs. Use it for the marathon. Use it for the half. This thing is fast, and I'm sure it's very fun. So that's my 3-shoe rotation. Adds up to, I believe, $520. So I find myself $5 under the max limit. And you can, of course, we'll see, maybe the other guys spent their money elsewhere. I went big here, but I'm pretty proud of this one, and we'll see how the other ones go.
Yeah, I'm liking the way your lineup looks. DJ, could you flip it back to the Hyperion 2?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, nice. So one of the things I really noticed about your lineup was that the Mach 6 looks like a pretty low stack shoe for being a Hoka. I found that they kind of, the ones that I've seen a lot, like the Clifton, I feel like the stack is higher. And maybe I could be corrected on that, but for a Hoka, like I know that stack still looks kind of big, but for a Hoka, it didn't look that big to me.
Looked it up. It says it's like 36, 37. So it's pretty, I feel like that's pretty good.
Good enough to get the job done for sure. But there definitely are taller options. So maybe with my lineup, since I saved a bit here, not as tall as some other shoes that you could probably get for something. But, it's for the big fish. So hopefully you guys, when you create your lineup, maybe you can alleviate some of the potential issues that mine would bring into this case. It's a good point. If you want your legs to be a bit more cushioned, something like this maybe isn't the exact way to go if it follows suits with the tempo. So, yeah, no, good point. 100%.
I do like that it's less stacked, though, is what I was meaning to add. I feel that a lot of the times, a lot of the shoes are just moving to a higher and higher stack. So like 38, I think I think the 39 is for a Super Blast. Is that correct?
No, the Super Blast is like
Is it
44.
40? 44? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. So yeah, I think this is really good how it's a lot under. And then because your super shoe is going to have a lot of stack there, looked like. So I think that adds some good diversity. I like that
Yeah.
you brought the clog. It's very I think the clog alone brings like 10 plus creativity points to your lineup.
100%. That's why you save for it. But I think, with what you said, this is, again, obviously personal preference. I do like having a bit of a lightweight trainer, maybe not as much stack. I've never been a huge fan of the Max trainers, maybe except for the Invincible. I really did like that one. So I do aim a little bit lower stack, but it is worth noting if you go and you take one of these lineups, look into the stack and see if it'll fit whatever you're interested in.
So my rotation, I went a slightly different direction with it. The first shoe here, just kind of the daily trainer roll, is going to be the Nike Structure 25. I got it at a discount here, $119.97. You can find it even cheaper. Some colorways sometimes will drop actually below $100 I've seen. But for right now, we'll go with, I kind of like this colorway, so 120 we'll call it. Available in all sizes. This is, not a super crazy daily trainer, but it's a good, you can see it has a lot of stability elements on it. Very cradled kind of forefoot there. Pretty heavy, but should get you a lot of miles. So the price per mile is very reasonable. And I think it'll be a good training companion to the other shoes for just kind of those daily runs and maybe recover runs and stuff as well. Should help to keep you healthy. Which brings us to my second shoe, the Hyperion Max 2, which comes in at $180, bringing our total to $300. This is available in 10.5, which works for me. You can see low stock, so you might want to hurry up if you're a 10.5. But this is just, I think, a great training companion to a shoe like the Structure. It's got like a P-Bax plate kind of stiffening element. I don't know if, you can kind of see there. It's kind of like a plastic plate type of deal. So it's not super aggressive like some carbon fiber plates, but you definitely have more stack height, a little bit more speed, probably more propulsion, an overall kind of more stripped down upper, which I think makes it kind of a great intermediate between something like the Structure and our final shoe we're going to talk about in a second, which is my kind of racer and fast workout shoe. But you can get this shoe or the previous generation on sale sometimes. But we'll go with 180, for the sake of fairness. Those are the rules.
One bite, everyone knows the rules.
Which comes to the final shoe at $225, the Adios Pro 3. So the total now is $525, which is right at that upper limit. It's $524.97, I think, which means that I am within the 5% wiggle room from 500. So it's within the rules. And I think this is just a really cool shoe. I have a pair of these. I think they're awesome. You can oftentimes get these on a better sale as well. You can see 10, maybe the 10.5 is available in a different colorway. Well, we'll just say I'll wear the 10 for this one then. And yeah, it's an awesome shoe. Very aggressive kind of carbon fiber rods. You can see them there in that kind of side profile. I think it would be a good companion to the other two. You could wear this for races, you could wear this for hard long runs, you could wear this for speed work. You could kind of wear it for anything that demands you going a little bit closer to or faster than whatever your goal race pace is for the event you're training for. So between those three, I think you've got a pretty good 500 plus or minus 5% dollar shoe rotation.
I gotta say, I'm a fan of the polarization that you have for your shoes, to maybe critique my own line a little bit. There's some overlap between my Hoka and the Brooks, but when you look at yours, and maybe I wouldn't necessarily reach for the Structure myself, but it is a good, honest daily trainer. And you look at the Brooks shoe that you picked, and that's a great, taller stack trainer and speedwork shoe. You can go a little faster in it. And then, of course, you do have the Adios Pro 3, and that will for sure be your fastest shoe. And so maybe there's a bit of redundancy in my line. I do appreciate that you really were able to create a daily trainer a workout shoe and then a racer, which I think is important to have that kind of variety across the line.
Yeah, I want to echo DJ's sentiments that I feel that the style of your shoe rotation was very well done, but that I myself would not go for the Nike Structure 25. It's not for me. It's my least favorite shoe presented so far. But with that being said, I think you got a sick colorway of the Brooks Hyperion um, Max too. I like that, like Miami Beach blue and pink one. I think that one looks really cool. And I think just the momentum that we've talked about Brooks having on this channel and making some things that look better now and being a running shoe of the people, I think it's got me pretty excited to try some Brooks this year, as well as, and we could have maybe had you do the Hyperion instead of the
Yeah, you could have
Structure, and
gotten
you could
two of
have been
those. Yeah.
way under budget and maybe even gotten some socks too. Um, so I like the back half of your lineup, but the pawn at the front I think could be sacrificed for something else. So I kind of went a similar structure where I just focused on a daily trainer at first, and I was super envious of DJ picking the New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel V4 as I thought that I put him on to the Rebel V2. So with that being said, I'm reclaiming the Rebel. I'm obsessed with the way that this shoe looks, and for 140, it's in my size, and it's the colorway. It's the OG colorway that they dropped for this one, I believe, and so I'm a big fan of it. The next shoe in my rotation is a little bit polarizing, and some people hate it, some people love it. I happen to be one of the people that love it. And without further ado, we have the Nike Invincible 3. The reason I went with this is that I'm a really big fan of having a max cushion shoe for long runs and for other easy days. I felt that the Rebel can kind of get up to higher speeds for me in the past. Not quite like hard workouts, but some pretty good workouts can be had in the Rebel. And for that reason, I thought this shoe would be good for like warm ups, cool downs, and just taking like a beating in terms of mileage. I've gotten some pairs of the Invincible 3 to 500 miles. So $135 for 500 miles. I think that's a pretty good mile to dollar ratio right there. And the last shoe is one that I've been wanting to try for a long time, as I've really enjoyed the Super Blast from Asics and really have heard great things. A lot of professional triathletes will run in this shoe, and it is so beautiful to me. I love that it's like a neutral color shoe with a lot of pop in the midsole and outsole with that hot pink, and they had it in a 10 and a half. So I am at the 25, 525. So that is my lineup. This would be for workouts and for long runs. Or sorry, and for races, not long runs. Could be long runs, but I think I'll save a lot of the long runs to the Invincible. Do you guys have any feedback?
Yeah, I do like your lineup there. The legs will definitely feel comfortable with the Invincible. There's no doubt about that one. And I can speak from experience on the newer Rebel. I took it on vacation recently, and yeah, I was able to roll very comfortably on some tempos and some interval workouts as needed. So you could definitely use that as a workout shoe. Me personally, I would probably aim more towards what Evan had picked with the Hyperion Max, something a little quicker in that case. But I can't knock the style there, going for the Invincible 3, and it is a unique look at the rotation that you built. Going for something more comfortable, bit taller stack there for sure. And obviously the Metaspeed is just an incredible pick. I will be getting one this year, I promise. That pink color looks so good. Oh my gosh, I hope I get one of those before they completely run out.
Thank you guys for making it this far. We are actually going to be doing our voting with the viewers this time. So if you could drop a like and or a comment under the shoe rotation that you think is the best down below, it would greatly be appreciated. Please vote for me. I got no votes last time, and if I could win this one, it would really mean a lot to me. That concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Happy, healthy, and peaceful training. Peace out.